What is going on, everybody? Goofy Rexy here, and hope everybody is doing well, guys. And welcome to another week of the Beginner Series, another recap video. This is going to be week number 23 here. Where, as you can probably realize, we're kind of skipping some weeks, right? I think realistically, moving forward, I think an every other week update might be more appropriate. There will be some times where I do some back-to-back week recaps depending on what's going on in the game. But I think realistically, just based on where the account is, we're kind of in limbo right now, waiting until we get to that level 70. So not necessarily much to update every week, but every other week may be a little bit more impactful, I think, for you guys as the viewers watching the series. But and of course, if you guys ever want to catch what I'm doing live, I do stream the beginner account on Wednesday nights. I do typically start off with the beginner account before I jump into some other stuff on the stream. So if you want to catch anything, me doing stuff live, always come in. My Twitch link is down below, so you can always catch me streaming the account on Wednesday nights. But let's dive into this here. So still stuck at level 69, but we're actually a lot closer than we were before. The last time I think we talked about things like Dark Dimension 2 and the Phyla-Vell campaign. So I'll give you an update on where we are with Phyla-Vell. I'll talk about Dark Dimension 2. We're going to be making some adjustments there. Our hands are kind of forced a little bit, so we're going to talk about that as well. And then we're going to give you an update on where we are in preparation for villains and also for Hero City. And then we'll talk a little bit about Infinity Watch. I hope I can get to Infinity Watch before this video goes too long, but let's jump into it. So we're about 4,000 experience points away from getting to level 70 right now. So that's actually very close. That could literally be another week and a half or so to where we are actually getting to level 70. And to be honest with you, we're not quite ready yet to do the content that is going to be available to us once we get to level 70. And let's talk about it, right? We could talk about Hero City in Chapter 7, but what I want to talk about first is actually Dark Dimension. And the reason why is with the last time we talked about the characters that we're going to be bringing in, and this was the roster, right? We're going to be bringing in Kestrel, Silver Surfer, Minerva, Ghost, and Mr. Sinister. Unfortunately, the ball hasn't dropped the way that we desire for it to drop right now. And there's a lot of gear that we are currently missing. We opened up those 140 orange gear raid orbs and the 12 or 11 orange elite orbs. And we saw that we're actually vastly underprepared when it comes to bringing in 3 tech characters. And that was a little bit of my concern. Even though I didn't state it in the video, that was a little bit of my concern that we would not actually have enough of the gear that we needed to make this thing happen. And I think we're going to have to go the route of dropping one of these 3 characters. And I honestly, in my heart of hearts, I don't know which character to drop. Ghost is so valuable. She applies offense downs. She also have the 15% drain. She can help me with speed bar reduction on certain characters. She does a lot that's extremely valuable. Minerva, the 15% drain as well. She's gonna, unlike Ghost, who does a 15% drain, she only redistributes health back to other pimp tech characters. Minerva will redistribute health back to all of the allies that you have available with you. So that just becomes, it's hard to drop her because there are going to be some moments and situations where I'm going to have characters in the red, and Minerva is going to help me to heal those characters all the way back up to full health, especially considering that also bypasses heal block. And Kestrel, just an insane character in the game. Why not want to bring her in? She's also, in terms of the tech gear that we are concerned about, she is the cheaper one because she does have the dual tags, right? Skill and also tech. So she's not eating away as much tech gear as maybe Minerva and Ghost would because she's split kind of down the middle. So, but also she's just an insane character, and why not get value out of her at gear tier 13? And Silver Surfer and Mr. Sinister, in my opinion, are kind of locks. Sinister can be very valuable with clones and also heals, and Silver Surfer he slaps really hard. So there's going to be control that you can get out of these matchups. So I don't really know which character I'm going to be dropping from Minerva or Ghost or Kestrel. I'm thinking about leaning towards Ghost, maybe losing some of what she can do and potentially bringing in a character like Zemo. I think Zemo concerns me because of how squishy he is as a character, but with Minerva being there, and also Sinister can help with heals as well, it might be enough to be able to keep him. And Zemo with that on spawn blow up, also once he has charges, He can also give the ability. He can also ability block once he has charges. He's going to be able to blow up again and clear positive effects. Like things like that are extremely valuable with Zemo. My only concern is his low health pool that may not carry as much. May not be able to one-shot all those nodes if we decide to go in with Zemo, unless we play it absolutely perfect in some situations. I also considered maybe potentially bringing in Hela, but Hela only has 2 stars on her right now. That is a little bit of a concern. That is a major concern. I don't want to rely on having Minerva revive her all the time. Same thing with Zemo. I don't want to rely on Minerva having to revive all the characters all the time. So that's partially the reason. Hela and Zemo are not like Silver Surfer. Silver Surfer has self-healing. Kestrel has self-healing. There's a lot in their kits that will help to sustain themselves, as to where some of these other characters don't, right? So if I bring in Zemo and Hela, there's a little bit of Hela does have some sustain, but with the low stars, I don't know if that's going to be quite sufficient enough. So honestly, I am in a crossroads right now, and I definitely would like to hear your suggestions as well in regards to who maybe potentially I should try to bring in. I even thought about Invisible Woman. I used her on my main account for Dark Dimension 2, and she was incredibly clutch with a lot of sustain here, right? The offense down, once you T4 this goes to all enemies, offense down for 2 turns to all enemies. And then this special ability can clear negative effects off of your team. As you can see, the team that I currently have right now, I have no one that can cleanse. So maybe if I go in with Kestrel and Minerva and Silver Surfer and Sinister, I can have Invisible Woman help me out with a little bit of that sustain. And I will have 2 characters that can do some damage. Minerva obviously going to be the biggest damage dealer because of that 15% drain, but that may be a good direction for me to go in. And at least I would have gear ready for Invisible Woman. The only thing I may have to worry about is having the superior unique, the hero unique for Invisible Woman. So honestly, in a little bit of a dilemma here, we could also just be extremely patient and just wait until we get all the gear for all the tech characters, because they are probably the optimal characters to bring into Dark Dimension 2 right now, and also Dark Dimension 3, Dark Dimension 4 moving forward, right? So maybe we should just be a little bit patient, but I just want to present you guys with my dilemma here and kind of just give you my thought process on what I'm thinking with this team. So other things to focus on right now, where are we with our Hero City preparation? So the characters that we were going to be using for Hero City we talked about them multiple times. We did get a little bit closer. I don't want to say this. So we did get a little bit closer here with Symbiote Spider-Man, like low key, man, low key. There's like small hope that I'm going to be able to get those 15 shards. If I can get those 15 shards and I can use them in Hero 7, also I can use them in Dark Dimension 2. So low hope, small hope. But I'm still hoping that maybe potentially we might be able to unlock this guy and probably use him there. But these are the 5 characters that we have allocated to go to Heroes Chapter 7 right now. Once we get to level 70, I'm pretty sure that this is the right team. I would love, there's a world where I would love to use White Tiger, but she's just so damn squishy, man. At 2 stars, I just don't think she's going to be able to survive to just beat the node, or if she's going to be more reliability on the team. But I'm reminded that I only need to beat Hero 7-1. I don't need to 3-star 7-1. So maybe there's a world where it might make sense for me to bring in White Tiger. Once again, y'all let me know, man. Let me know in the chat about Dark Dimension 2, and also let me know about Hero City. Should we consider White Tiger as a person on this team? Because Miles, I love Miles, but I don't know if I want to use him. Level 60 in Gear Tier 10 is probably as far as I will bring him. Night Nurse is obviously a great character now. She's going to be a great character later. That's fine. Squirrel Girl, underrated, very good character in my opinion. And Ghost Rider, I'm pretty solid. I'm pretty committed with these 4 characters here. It's just that 5th character. Should we go with White Tiger? Should we go with Miles? Or should we just pray real hard that we get Symbiote Spider-Man? We probably should just pray real hard that we get Symbiote Spider-Man. That's probably what it is. But we have a week and a half to make these decisions. So we'll see what will happen there. And in regards to villains, we already talked about my Zemo. You see where my Zemo's at right now. Sinister 6. Let's pull that up really quick and I'll show you where I'm at with these guys. I've brought everybody up to at least the ones that I'm going to be using for Villains Chapter 7. I've at least brought everybody up to 60 now. They're at Gear Tier 10. Mysterio, Swarm, Rhino, and Electro. I think I'm probably going to park them here at 60 and 10. There is a world where I think I'm going to have to at least put level 3 ISOs on these 4 characters though. Mysterio, Swarm, Rhino, and Elektra. I think at least level 3 ISOs on these characters. I've been very conservative with my ISO usage, especially knowing what I know on my main account where there are very tight resources, and I'm farming the crap out of them every single day. Every day I have an opportunity to, I am farming them. I'm not using extra cores to do it. Well, every now and again, I'll throw 100 cores at some ISOs, right? But being that the Fallovel event campaign, which we're going to talk about soon, right after this, I have not been spending as many cores as I would like to on ISOs, just because of the simple fact that the Fallovel event campaign is active right now. And we depleted a lot of our cores from the Kestrel event. So a lot of cores are not there to really farm extra ISOs. But whenever I have an opportunity or a chance, I absolutely will put some core refreshes towards farming some ISOs because I know how important it is. Granted, Doom Raids is very far away from me right now, but at the same time, I still have to plan to do things on this account that would help me or benefit me at least long term. Now, those changes that they are making to ISOs to make them more available in the 5.5 release, if you haven't seen that, that is up on their Marvel Strike Force page. They posted that, I believe, on June 17th, which is last week Thursday, right? Let me actually look at the date. Yeah, June 17th, they gave us an update here on what they're going to be doing with ISOs. So we will have more access or more opportunities. We'll be getting more out of our actual ISO farms. So hopefully that will essentially help with the progression here in the long term, since we're so far away. And to be honest, I'm not quite sure how far I'm going to be taking the account. I did say originally that I only wanted to go as long as I got Ultron. But honestly, I'm going to leave this decision to you guys. Do you guys want to see me continue this account and continue to make videos on my progress past Ultron, or do you want to see me stop once we get Ultron, once we're done with getting into the Hela node? Where do you guys want to see this account go? I'll go as far as you guys will desire for me to go. But honestly, my goal was to stop once we get Ultron. And kind of just keep it moving from there. But this is where Sinister Six team is right now, and I think this is ultimately where we're probably going to leave them. There is a world where I might bring up Electro to like 65 and 11, and probably Swarm as well to 65 and 11. But I think Mysterio and Rhino right now are probably the characters that we're going to leave at level 60 and 10. Same goal in mind here: 7-1, 7-2, 7-3. We just want to beat them. We don't need to 3-star them. We just want to beat them. We can get through that a little bit later on. And then once we're done with that team, we'll start building out our mystic villain team so that we can eventually get to 7-6, where we can get to the Hela node and finally get some more stars on Hela, man, because them 2 stars right here kind of hurt your boy a little bit, right? So we got to get some more stars on her. In regards to Fallovel, we'll just show Infinity Watch as a total, right? For Infinity Watch right now, this is where we are with this team. Gamora, I've started to put some very minor investment into her. Over the next couple of weeks, I may try to put a little bit more. It's very difficult as a free-to-play player to really try to go wide with your roster. You kind of have to build very tall, so because a lot of resources are not there. So I'm slowly investing some gear into characters. Every time I invest gear into someone else, though, it takes away time for me to or farms or gold or whatever. It takes away training mats, things like that I can put into other characters that I will need. Infinity Watch, although they're a great team and they could help me in arena, it's a complete segue from building towards Hero 7 and Villain 7. So it's very difficult for me to make the decision to go and invest into this team right now. So this is going to be a slow build out process. We don't have Moondragon yet. We also have 0 red stars on Moondragon, which kind of hurts me a little bit here. So hopefully we'll be able to at least get 1 or 2 on her. But I think we're going to use this team probably with Kestrel or most likely with Silver Surfer. Either one of those 2 characters will be fine. Obviously, we're not going to be getting Adam Warlock on this account. But in regards to Fallovel, we're only 2 shards away from getting her to 3 stars. And Moondragon, I am quite confident that we'll be able to at least unlock Moondragon moving forward. And like I said, we'll start to build out this team, get some red stars on Gamora, etc., etc. I think that's pretty much basically all I wanted to talk about this week. We do have our farms, our daily farms right now. We are putting in, so we're still opening up orbs for Blitz. We're still primarily opening up orbs. There's no character in here right now that we need to target farm. We have the characters that we need at the appropriate stars, and we're getting shards every now and again for other characters. Like, I haven't farmed Electro in a very long time, but as you can see, by just opening up orbs, I'm very close to 6 stars for her. Toad, I'm a little bit further in on him as well. Rhino, same thing. So you'll get the shards that you need as you continue to play the game. I've unlocked Gamora and been getting shards for Gamora. I have not once farmed her. And who are the other characters? So Ant-Man's already at 4 stars right now, and we'll be able to probably get him to 5 stars if we continue to open up these orbs here. So yeah, I think we're pretty good. Raid store still opening up orbs. As a matter of fact, Yo-Yo is here. So what I've been doing with the raid store is that I will open up orbs, but then I will keep a certain amount of credits available just in case a character that I want, like Yo-Yo, pops up in the store, or a character like Thor pops up in the store. But because Thor right now is only 10 shards away, I'm confident as I continue to pull orbs for him, and I'm going to be able to get those 10 shards. But with Yo-Yo being here, I may want to maximize on this a little bit, so I'll grab her shards right now. And then these raid credits, because I'm raiding every day, I'm getting enough of them to where I can open up a couple orbs a week and then still be able to target farm characters as I see them. So like I said, I try to keep a little bit above 1400 just in case a character like this pops up in the store. I can go ahead and target farmer. So that's what I'm doing right now with Yo-Yo. For the arena store, I'm farming Heimdall right now. We're actually very close to getting him to 4 stars. Eventually, we'll be able to get him to 5 stars. And here we are currently right now farming Longshot because I do have Shatterstar at 3 stars. Longshot and Shatterstar are very good together, and I could definitely find some value out of them, specifically as we move forward in those Doom campaigns. I am going to need hero mutant characters to get through the first 3 sections, and Longshot and Shatterstar are hero mutant characters. They work very well together, so I am actually farming Longshot in the store right now. But that's pretty much basically it for the account, guys. Let me know if there's any sort of questions. Let me know what you guys are thinking, man, about the Hero City options and also for Dark Dimension options as well. Curious to hear what your guys' thoughts are. Appreciate you guys watching the video. Hopefully we'll have another one for next week, but y'all be blessed, man. If I don't, I apologize, but listen, thank you so much, guys, for watching the video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Check my links that are down below, guys. Want to join my Discord, Twitch, follow me on Twitter, Facebook, all that. Also, my Patreon link is down there below as well. It's another way to support the channel. You also get to unlock some tiered benefits that are there, like selecting options for videos, also being a part of a Discord or private group in my Discord. You get to have access to other things as well, early release of content for certain tiers. So check it out there, guys. We'll appreciate it. But seriously, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Y'all be blessed and y'all be safe. All right, long video with good video. Woo-hoo.